In today's video, we're going to talk about a common issue I see on a regular basis, which is reducing the width that you can create in the backswing, and then that angle gets a little bit wider on the way down and you distort all the power that you're trying to create in the backswing, maintain that and release it. One thing we always see is a lot of golfers that swing the club back. If you think about the distance that your hands travel away from the middle of your sternum, the hands get quite narrow. As we get the hands to the top of the backswing, the right arm has too much bend, the right hand gets too close to the right shoulder, so that angle gets really narrow in the backswing. Then for us to create that width coming back down, that angle gets a little bit too wide, so that right arm starts to straighten, and then the club head hits the ground before impact and we lose all the power. Any power that we did create, we've lost it before the club head hits the golf ball. If you're this golfer, what I want you to think about, as you swing the club halfway back, you're going to try and create a little bit more of an upper body turn. So you're thinking about your left shoulder is going to move down and then it's going to move across. Left shoulder is going to move down and across. I feel a slight chest turn. I feel like my sternum is pointing to the instep of my right foot. Backswing, I'm going to try and get my hands as far away from my chest as possible. Putting the pressure on the instep of my right foot. Many golfers struggle with the arms get quite narrow and there's not too much of a gap between the hands and the chest. So think about, as we got the club back, there's a slight chest turn, so left shoulder is going to move down and across. My sternum points in the instep of my right leg. Then I'm going to try and get my hands as far away from my body as possible. The feeling of trying to get my hands as far away from the middle of my chest is going to enable me to create depth and width at the top of the backswing. But then as we come into impact, we create a wider angle on the way back. Then as we come into impact, the angle is going to go from wide to narrow. So my hands are going to get wider away from my chest. My left shoulder is going to move down across. The pressure is going on the instep of my right foot. I'm not swaying too far behind the golf ball. I'm maintaining my connection I have with my feet on the ground. I'm moving the club back, so put the grip end of the club into your stomach. To move the club back, we have to try and create a slight chest turn, slight rotation of my rib cage. Left shoulder's moving down across, shoulders are moving down across. The angle of the shaft matches my feet line. I'm trying to get the hands as far away from my body as possible. We'll maintain the pressure on the instep of my right foot. Left shoulder is going to move down and then across. Sternum is going to point on the instep of my right foot, and then from there my hands are as far away from my chest as possible. That angle gets really wide in the backswing, then it's going to start to narrow in the downswing. So as my pressure goes from my right foot into my left foot at the time I finish my backswing, then that angle goes from wide to narrow. So the feeling on the way down is I'm trying to get my right elbow to the middle of my body before my right wrist, and that feeling of allowing the right elbow to get to the middle of your body before your right wrist is going to keep the elbow lead in the wrist, the right elbow to lead the right wrist. Then as we rehearse our impact position, the hands more in an extended position where the right palm faces the ground. So wider in the backswing, hands as far away from your body, left shoulder's moving down and across, hands as far away from your head as possible. That angle goes from wide to narrow, coming to impact. I feel my right elbow gets to the middle of the body before my right wrist. Rehearse your impact position. My hands are ahead, my right arm keeps its bend for longer, my right wrist pointing down towards the ground. If you don't rotate your chest, your arms can only extend so far. The moment I stop rotating my chest, that's where the weight doesn't transfer into your left side. So if your chest stays static towards the golf ball, your hands are just going to release. Your hands are going to overtake the body, and that's where the club face is in a closed position, because we've got something known as a flip. To prevent the flip, we need to get the body to move. Stop the flip, we need to get the body and arms working together. The more your weight goes behind the golf ball, the less time you've got to get in your weight back to your left side. So swing to the top, keep the width, come into impact, get wider, then narrower in the downswing, wider in the backswing, narrower in the downswing, and then we're going to get left shoulder to work away from your chin. So left shoulder to work away from your chin. Feel like the left shoulder's working up and back, my chest pointing forward, and all my weight is into my left side. So left shoulder, up and back, chest facing forward. That's going to enable you to transfer your weight into your left side. Stabilise that club face. So grip end of the club into your stomach, swing your club back. Shaft shoe match the angle of your feet line. Then as I come through impact, point forward, club head still in the middle of your body. Swing the club back, hands in the middle of your chest, swing the club through, hands in the middle of your chest, keep that club face nice and square, and then left shoulder working up and back. You want to work on the back chest to point towards the sky, all your weight's into your other side. Both knees are pointing forward, coupled by my belt buckle point forward, and my weight is into my left side. If you lack width in the backswing, there's a great drill that's going to help you maintain the width. So split that drill, get your hands as far away from your head as possible, width in your right arm. It'll feel like your right arm stays a little bit straighter as you work the club to the top of the backswing. Your pressure stays in the instep of your right foot. Left arm more connected to your chest, left arm more on your chest as you come into the downswing, and then right elbow is going to get to the middle of your body before your right wrist. You go from address into impact. Hands are always leaving the club head. I'm going to hit the golf ball first and take a slight compressed divot after the golf ball. If you've got any thoughts or any questions regarding that video, please feel free to comment below. If you want to qualify for a free online lesson via the Skillist online coaching platform, follow me on the app. Upload a video of your swing, I'll get back to you as soon as possible.